Hello, everyone, and welcome to my B1 Low Intermediate English course. In this module, you will learn future forms as typically used will and be going to, and their uses versus the present continuous. All right, and at the end, you'll get to practice what you just learned with a few sample exercises. Let's get started. All right, so we'll look at this chart. You'll probably remember from a previous module or the level before this, pre-intermediate, that we talked about future forms, will and be going to, and comparing them to the present simple. So basically, will is used for predictions, um, in that we think something will happen. We're guessing. For example, I believe they will win this match. So, all right. And then it's also used for instant decisions. That means taken at the moment you're speaking. So, for example, we don't have sugar. I will buy some then. All right, and will is also used for promises and refusals. For example, um, I will help you, but I won't lend you any money. So the promise part is I will help you, and this part, I won't lend you any money. That's a refusing to lend money. So all right, will is also used for offers. For example, I will carry your bag. You can also say, shall I carry your bag? It is also used for suggestions. For example, shall we eat out today? And then for requests. For example, will you open the door, please? All right, be going to is also used for predictions in that we see present evidence that something is going to happen as we see it. For example, look at the clouds. It's going to rain. Be going to is also used for decisions, but these are decisions taken before now. They're like an intention or plan. So, for example, are you going to watch the game tonight? All right. Um, present continuous is also used here for plans or arrangements that have been made, but used with some future time expressions. For example, um, I'm flying to New York tomorrow morning. So even though it's in the continuous form, it's a plan or an arrangement. Um, all right, so go to the next one. Okay, let's talk about predictions. We use will to talk about something we think will happen. So we have, I think he'll or he will win the competition. Or, I imagine he will be a good doctor. So you're kind of guessing, um, thinking what will happen. And then we use be going to talk about something that is very near to happen or that we see is going to happen. There is present evidence. Um, so we have don't drive like a crazy man. We're going to have an accident. And then this one, the doctor said that I'm going to have a girl. And then in this one, the gas tank is too low. We aren't going to make it to town. So, yes, there's evidence here. The gas tank being low. And in this one, the doctor taking a pregnancy test and seeing that there is a girl. And then the um, driving like a wild man or crazy man. So, this is present evidence. All right. Okay. Decisions. So we use will for decisions. that we take at the moment of speaking, also called an instant decision. For example, you saw in the chart, oh, we don't have sugar. Well, don't worry, I'll buy some. Or we ran out of milk. Really? Well, I'll pick up another gallon. So these decisions were made right at that moment. We use be going to for decisions that have already taken, well, we've already taken at the moment of speaking. Um, these are like intentions or plans. So, for example, John, why are you undressing? Because I'm going to go to the swimming pool. Or I'm going to perform at the concert tomorrow. I know. How exciting. So these were decisions or plans made before speaking here. All right. Okay. Arrangements. Okay, so we often use the present continuous to talk about future events that have already been planned or decided. When we use the present continuous for arrangements, we must always include when. Like, for example, at 7 o'clock this evening, next month, and so on in the sentence. So, for example, I am seeing the dentist at 2 o'clock. And then we are getting married next week. Or I'm flying to New York tomorrow morning. So plans made here using the present continuous with the future time expression like this. All right. We can also use be going to for future arrangements. I'm going to play tennis with Elizabeth today. So that hasn't happened yet, but it's planned. All right. Okay. Future time clauses. For example, using when, as soon as, until, before, and after. So we use the present simple to talk about the future in sentences with when, as soon as, until, before, and after. So look at the difference between these. We have I'll retire when I'll be 70, or I'll retire when I'm 70. That means age. So notice this one is wrong. We can't use will here in these future time clauses. It's just when I'm 70, the present simple. All right, and then this one, I won't call you until I will arrive. Should be, I won't call you until I arrive. So no using will in this case. All right, other uses of will. So promises and refusals. I will help you whenever you need me. And then I won't lend him my car. So this one here is a promise, the top one. I will help you whenever you need me. That's anytime. And then the bottom one is refusing here, refusing to lend him my car. So, all right. Future facts. So these are also used that way. Um, so the president will visit the Vatican next November. Technology will continue to advance for many years. So these are actual facts that will come sometime in the future or will continue. So, all right. And then we have offers or willingness. So we use I will in sentence in statements or shall I in questions. For example, I will carry that bag for you. Or shall I organize the meeting? So this one here is offering to do something for someone. And this one, shall I, that's also another way of offering to do something. Shall I organize the meeting? All right, suggestions. So we use shall we to make a suggestion or when we think of an idea. So we'll show you an example. Okay, so an example is shall we eat out today? Or shall I bring some snacks for the trip? Okay, requests using will. So when we ask someone to do something for us, we are making a request. For example, will you open the door, please? Or will you dust the furniture, please? So, so here we're asking someone to do something. All right. Okay. So then we have may or might here as a future form. So we use may or might for possible actions in the future, say when we're not sure. So compare these sentences here. Um, I'll be late for dinner today. Um, it sounds like I'm sure here. This is for sure. And then we have I might be late for dinner today. So it's possible, right? But I'm really not sure. So where it says I will be late, you're sure, and I might be late, maybe not. All right, and then this one, I'm going to Denmark next September. So this means that I'm sure about this. And then same sentence, I might go to Denmark. Um, so this means I'm not sure, but it's possible. Okay, we use may or might for things that will possibly happen in the future, but we're not too sure, like the above statements. It's like a prediction about something that we think perhaps will happen. So let's see here. All right, so a couple examples. The economy might suffer a global recession next year. So we're kind of guessing here. It may be possible or may not. And then weather temperatures may go up next week. So this is not, we don't know for sure here. And then we use may or might not for actions or things that will possibly not happen. For example, she looks very tired. She might not come with us. And then we may not have enough time to finish the report for tomorrow. Or the snow is getting deeper. He might not drive to work. So, so we're these are these are here. These mean that possibly these things might not happen. These actions might not come or might not have enough time. Yeah. So, all right, well, we're going to move on to a few sample exercises and check our knowledge here. Okay, for the first one, exercise, it's multiple choice here. So we have what time work on Monday? Okay, do you finish? Will you finish? Or are you going to finish? Okay, so we know working on Monday is already planned. So all right, so if you chose option C, are you going to finish? That would be the correct one. Okay, number 2, this weekend, do you go out? Will you go out? Or are you going out this weekend? Okay, so if you chose the last one, option C, are you going out? That would be correct. This is actually present continuous and used for uh, future arrangements. Okay, number 3. I'm sorry I made you so angry. I won't do I'm not going to do, or I'm not doing it again. So which one? Okay. All right. So if you chose option A, won't do, um, that would be um, a like an instant decision here. So I won't do it again. That's like a promise also. All right, number 4. It's really hot. The window, please. Are you going to open? Will you open or do you open? All right, so this is a request, right? So which one is for that? Okay, if you chose option B, will you open? That would be correct. All right. Let's look at the second one. A couple of those. Okay, this one from the drop-down menu, we'll choose the most suitable future forms here. So number 1, look, that car over there is crashing, is going to crash, or will crash. Okay, now we're seeing something that's actually evident. It's happening as we see it. So what sounds like it goes? All right, so if you chose this, the middle one is going to crash, that would be correct. So number 2, the music down, please. Are you going to turn? Are you turning? Or will you turn? All right, obviously it's a request. So the third option, if you chose will you turn, would be correct. All right, number 3, the film is starting, is going to start, or starts at 5 p.m. Okay, so sometimes you can use the present simple. Um, don't want the continuous though for this case. Okay, and not is going to start. So we do use the present simple though for future specific time expressions. So if you chose the last one, starts at 5 p.m., you are correct. Okay, 4. I'm sure you, okay, will win, are winning, or are going to win the lottery one day. Okay, so it's not a plan. This is more like predicting. So if you chose the first one, will win the lottery one day, that would be correct. Okay, one more here. Don't you have any money on you? Don't worry, for the taxi. Okay, so I'll pay, I'm going to pay, or I'm paying. Okay, so, all right, so that would be like a decision at the moment. So that you're speaking, so it's instant. So which one could be for instant? Okay, so if you chose the top one, I'll pay for the taxi, that would be correct. Okay, let's look at a few on the third exercise. So we'll just do a few here. So a dialogue. So Maria, what, okay, you've got you and do this evening. So we're going to choose the most suitable forms here. The present continuous, be going to, will, or shall. So, it can be the continuous here in this case. So are you doing? So that would be okay to ask. This evening here means it's hasn't happened yet. Okay, and then another question, same tense. So we go out, so we can say are we going out? Oops. All right. And then Rosa, not this evening. I work on a project until late. Okay, so sounds like if she has her plan here already made, what do we want? Okay, so am going to work, yeah, going to work on a project. Okay, so that would be it for that. Okay, and then Marie, and when do you think you be free for a drink? All right, so this would be predicting. So we're going to use will. So will be free, or actually free is there, so will be. All right. And then last one here, Rosa, I don't know. I have my diary here with me. Let me see. What about tomorrow? Okay, you do anything. Okay, so we're asking again about plans. Okay, so we're going to do the present continuous. Are you doing anything? Well, all right. Excellent job on these exercises. I know that it can be confusing which one to use, but it this depends on the context and if the decision is instant or if it's a future arrangement. So, well, you did excellent on these, and it shows that you listen well. Well, I can help you learn English, learn to speak it with more confidence. I'm TESOL certified. I teach native U.S. English. I'm experienced in online tutoring, and I work with all learning levels and most age groups. So whether you need help with grammar, speaking, vocabulary, or writing, or any other area, you've come to the right place. Well, thank you all for watching my video, and happy learning.